Hi, my name is Julie. Welcome to Gentle Yoga class today, brought to you by the YMCA Virtual Studio. Please remember, yoga is about getting to know and understand and listen to your body. So if you're feeling any pain today or any discomfort, please honor that. Back away from movements that feel uncomfortable or painful. And also remember, don't do anything that any of your healthcare professionals have told you not to do. We work safely and kindly with our body, develop a little bit of compassion. Let's begin seated. And of course, if it's not comfortable on the floor, you can sit on a chair. That's okay too, all right? So we'll take a seat. Let's sit well. Now, in order for me to sit well, I will sit up on a cushion of some sort or a folded blanket because it just makes it more comfortable for me sometimes. But sitting well means that we sit to the front of our sit bones. So your sit bones are underneath your gluteal tissue here. And what we want to do is sometimes we need to move that gluteal tissue back a bit so that we can sit to the front of our sit bones. So you're going to feel a little arch in your lower back, and then you know that you're moving forward. If you can't cross your legs, you can relax them a bit, lengthen them out, whatever works for you, okay? Take a few big deep breaths. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. And now that we are sitting well to the front of our sit bones, let's roll the shoulders up and back and down. You can make big circles or small circles. Let's create some ease in our asana today. Ease in asana is yoga, right? Find some ease in our movements today, whether they're yoga movements or whatever you're going to do for the rest of the day, right? And then as you press down through the sit bones, as you're sitting towards the front of the sit bones, reach up through the tops of your ears. This is going to lengthen your neck. You're going to feel maybe some muscles around your waist engage. It's a beautiful thing. Relax the arms out, palms up. Inhale, up. And exhale the hands down to heart center. Just gently pressing. Inhaling up. And exhaling the hands down to heart center. And inhale up. Let's hold the hands at heart center here, kind of relaxing the shoulders down, relaxing the elbows down, and just take a moment. You can even close your eyes. Breathe. See if you can gently become a little bit more aware of how your body breathes itself. Each inhalation, maybe you can feel the belly soften and relax. And each exhalation, you can feel the belly draw in gently. Maybe you notice a feeling at the rib cage. Each inhalation, the ribs widen out side to side just a bit. And each exhalation, they move down and back into position. Maybe you have placed your awareness of the breath on the feeling of the breath moving in and out of your nostrils, or how the breath feels through the throat and the sinuses. Wherever you notice the breath is fine. Let's just sit in some gentle awareness. Take a moment now to focus on something that you are very grateful for. It could be something small or something big, a conversation or maybe a pet, something that you are very grateful for at this time. Breathe into that gratitude with every pore of your body as you inhale. Feeling that gratitude, exhale, send it out to everyone, everywhere. Inhaling the gratitude through every pore. Exhaling the gratitude through the entire body. And you can open your eyes if they've been closed. Working from a place of gratitude today with our yoga practice. Let's bring our fingertips here. Sitting well, reaching up to the tops of the ears. Just gonna take a nice inhale as you bring that right arm over, a little bit of a stretch in the sideways. Ooh, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale up to the other side, exhale over. You're gonna feel the muscles in the belly area contract, and that's a good thing. We don't wanna collapse as we stretch our side body. Feel the stretching. It's almost like gently stretching taffy along the right rib cage, inhaling and exhaling and along the left rib cage. And it's okay if your hips move. It's perfectly all right. We do not want to glue our hips to the floor. No need to do that. Our pelvis is heavy, our hips are heavy. They're grounded to the earth. Gravity is helping us. And come back to sitting up nice and tall. Let's inhale the fingertips up here, lifting up through the rib cage, shoulders away from the ears. And as we exhale, turn to the right, floating one hand behind you, the other hand on whatever leg that you'd want to place it on. Stay up tall, sitting well, reaching up through the tops of the ears. Inhaling back to center, feeling the rib cage just lift, and exhaling, turning into the other direction. We just want to keep that rib cage lifted as we twist. And again, inhale. And exhale. And you can go slower or faster because your pace may not be my pace today. And that's okay. It's your practice. We're all here to enjoy our practice together. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe one more time each side, only going as far or moving as much as is comfortable for you today. And back to the center position, awesome. Let's stir the pot. Very often I like to do this. It helps me feel my spine. So I'm keeping my torso nice and long and my spine nice and long, and I'm stirring the pot. So it's as if my spine were the spoon and my pelvis is the pot. So you're just making you're rolling around the lower part of your body, right, across your buttocks, feeling that circling here. Movement of the spine, and if you want to press your chest further forward or further back as you circle, that's great. It can be very small or very big. Let's go in the other direction now. Reaching, woo. Making some nice circles. If we were stirring a pot, what would it be? I like to think of that when I practice yoga. Do you like soup? Or is it a big pot of chocolate milk? What could it be? Or maybe you're stirring a big bowl of frosting, I don't know. Or cake batter, or muffin batter. And come on back up to the center. Let's roll those shoulders once again. And just take a big reach up, so you can start with your palms here. And we're just gonna begin to press the palms up towards the ceiling. Ooh! And you can reach down a little bit into those sit bones as you reach those palms up. And then bring the palms out to the sides. And then let's bring those arms across, give ourselves a little hug, relax the shoulders down. And open up, hug the other arm on top, keeping those shoulders relaxed down. Now we're gonna release, and we're gonna place our hands behind our back and maybe gently hold our thumbs, or if you have a strap or a small towel, you could hold on to that with both hands. Feeling the front of the chest and shoulders open. Still staying up nice and tall, softening the tops of the shoulders away from the ears as you open up front of the chest and shoulders. Inhale here. As you exhale, release the hands, begin to scoop the whole front waist in a bit as we walk the hands forward. Notice I said scoop the front of the waist. We don't need to drop the head faster than any other part of the body. Let your head follow. You're just softening. There's no place you need to be. Your nose does not need to get any closer to the floor. Beautiful. And then gently unroll up one vertebrae at a time. Heart comes left, shoulders roll back, fingertips spotted palm position. Ah, feels so good. And let's just do that one more time. Let's press those hands up. Breathing, inhale and exhale. And then bring them down. Breathing, inhale and exhale. And then give yourself that big hug. And opening up. And notice that the muscles of the waist are strong, keeping you sitting up nice and tall, sitting well. And open up. Let's bring those hands behind our back. Once again, opening up the front of the chest and shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, scooping the front waist in and just coming a little bit forward. So you are rounding the spine, but you're not necessarily dropping the head or rounding one part of the spine any faster than the other. Keep a nice even rate of curve here. And inhale, uncurling up, rolling the shoulders back. Wow. Let's do a little bit of opening for our hips too. We can get the upper body a little bit more open and relaxed. We can do the same thing with our hips, all right? So we're gonna lie down on the mat. I'm gonna remove my little blanket and I'm gonna lie down on the mat. Very gently, coming down on the elbows, taking a minute or a breath or two on the elbows, and then widening to come down all the way to the floor. Just take a moment here. Feel your body against the firmness of the floor. With your knees bent and your feet on the floor, and your feet can be about hips width apart, we're just going to do some gentle stretches for the lower back and the hips. Inhaling, you can take the arms up overhead, you don't need to. And exhaling, drawing the right knee in towards the chest. And then let's switch. Putting the foot down, inhaling the arms overhead, and exhaling, drawing the opposite knee in towards your chest. Ooh, gorgeous. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Just one more time on each side. Now let's gently bring both knees in towards our chest, right and then left. Place the hands behind the thighs, and you can circle around on the back body. So maybe you're feeling it across the back of the hips or the lower back. You can bring the knees in and then let them move away. So we're circling, kind of like what we were doing before when we were stirring the pot, except this time we're moving the lower body away from the upper body. Let's circle in the other direction as well. And then just gently hold those knees towards the chest. Excuse me. It doesn't have to be a big pull, it's just a gentle holding those knees in towards the chest. Let's place the left foot on the floor and extend the right leg up towards the sky, hands behind the right thigh. You can circle the ankle one direction and then the other. You can point and flex. And then you can hold not as tightly onto that thigh and begin to press up towards the ceiling with the heel and the ball of the foot, spreading the toes. And if you like, you can bend the knee in towards the chest and then extend it a little straighter, back and forth. Gorgeous. Inhale to extend the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale. Exhale. And then let's just extend that right leg out. Just only straightening the knee is comfortable for you. Just press out through the heel and the ball of the foot just a bit. You can actually squeeze the muscles on the front of this thigh to help you straighten the leg more if that feels comfortable, but the leg may move further away from your chest to be straight. So you have to decide how you want to do it. You want to move the leg further away to straighten the knee or bring it more towards the chest. It's completely up to you. Gorgeous. Then we're going to bend that knee. Place that foot back down. Awesome job. Let's bring the other knee in, left knee in towards the chest. Extend that left leg up, circle that ankle. One direction and then the other. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Ooh, nice. When we're ready, we're just going to reach out through the heel and the ball of the foot and spread the toes a little bit. You can move the leg further away from you to straighten it more. You can bend and straighten. Inhale and exhale as you do that. And then holding the extended position. Again, you can squeeze the muscles on the front of the thigh. That'll help you straighten the knee a little bit more. You can hold it further away or let it be further away from your chest. Or maybe you prefer it in towards the chest with the knee bent more. That's okay too. It's what is your body willing to do today? By moving slowly, we get that opportunity to actually listen to what our body is telling us today, so we can understand just a little bit more. Inhale here and exhale. Widening the knees apart in what would be a butterfly pose. We're going to do one leg at a time here, okay? So I'm going to take the arms out to the sides. You can put the palms down. I'm just going to inhale here and exhale, widening my right knee out. Inhale the right knee back up. Exhale, widening the left knee out. Inhale up and exhale, widen. Inhale up and exhale, widen. Just do that a few times on each side. Notice what muscles are working when you widen and when you draw the knee back up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now let's bring that right knee in towards our chest and place the right foot and ankle over the top of the left thigh. This makes like a number 4 position here, okay? And we're magnetizing this right foot and ankle to the top of the left thigh. So they're kind of hugging each other and the toes are spreading on the right foot. Arms out to the side. We're going to rock this a little bit from side to side. Notice how your waist feels as you rock from side to side here. Now, how far you rock, that depends on how you're feeling. You're going to use more of your abdominal strength, specifically your obliques, when you rock from side to side in this position. So notice how the muscles of your waist are working when you rock from side to side. And then come back to the center position and uncross. There's another leg. So bring the left knee in. We're going to magnetize or glue the left foot and ankle to the top of the right thigh, widening the left knee out. And we're going to rock once again. Keeping the toes just spread a little bit here. Breathing to whatever way is comfortable. Depends on how fast you're rocking. Inhaling, exhaling to one side, inhaling up, exhaling to the other side, or just breathing softly and naturally as you rock from side to side, feeling those muscles on the sides of your waist, your obliques. They work in like pulley action. So can you notice that? One is pushing, one is pulling, right? And back to the center position, let's uncross. Doing a bound angle or butterfly pose, let's bring the soles of the feet together and widen the knees out to the side. So you're at home, so hopefully in your yoga practice you keep props around you to keep you warm. If you have any blankets or anything nearby or couch cushions, you can take any kind of prop like a blanket or a cushion. And if your knees don't come easily to the floor, you can put something underneath there between your outer knee and the floor. Something to relax against. And you may notice when you try that it makes a big difference. Any kind of small cushion or folded blanket will do. Taking some nice, easy breaths in this bound angle pose. Let's take a moment as we breathe in this pose, and on the next exhalation, see if you can just drop into your body. Soften in and fall a little more deeply into your body. Letting any tension release. Letting gravity gently take you away. Inhale now, and as you exhale, hug the inner thigh muscles and the abdominals to squeeze those knees back up into position. Great job. Once more, let's bring that right knee in towards our chest and place the right foot and ankle over the top of the left thigh, widening the right knee out to the right. Now this is a great place to stay, and maybe this is a lot of work for you. You're pressing, you've got your right foot magnetized to your thigh, you're widening the right knee out, and maybe this feels good to you. This is just enough stretching for you. You could even reach your arms up overhead while doing this to get some length in the sides of the waist. You can also advance to make the stretch a little bit more if you like. Inhale here, exhale, bring that left foot off the floor and your hands behind your left thigh. This is going to increase the sensation of the stretch in the outer right hip, and that's up to you. If that's something that you like to feel today, it feels good to you. Hip openers are wonderful. They make us feel great. Just like rolling the shoulders back and opening up the chest, opening up the hip area is very beneficial to us. Sometimes we think about it in this way. Stress in the shoulders is stress about worry about what's to come. Stress in the hips or tension in the hips is kind of like the junk drawer in your house. Things that you just need to let go of, that you haven't. So when we stretch our hips, we get that nice feeling. Can you take an exhale and drop into this pose? Kind of let your body sink into gravity in this pose. And then we'll bring the left foot to the floor and release. Woo, definitely feeling that in the hips. Let's bring the left knee in towards the chest and place the left foot and ankle over the top of the right thigh. Again, we're magnetizing, we're gluing them there together, widening the left knee out to the left. And this is a lot of stretch for you. That's great. You can reach the arms up overhead as you press the left foot and ankle into the right thigh. Just kind of keeping the sides of the waist long and the neck free. Or if you like, inhaling, and then as you exhale, bringing the right foot off the floor. Breathing gently. So, if it's hard for you to hold the back of your thigh, and I know for some folks it can be, use the strap or a belt or, a tie from your waist. When you're coming to do your yoga practice, have that nearby, and you can loop that behind the thigh. That makes it a little easier to hold on to. Just take some nice, easy breaths here. This is a big stretch. It's okay. Keep these toes spreading on this left foot. We want to make sure that we keep the ankle and the knee in good alignment when we're opening up our tight hips. Take a nice exhalation and just drop into your body. See if we can work in concert with gravity to create some ease in this beautiful stretch. And then let's release that. Woo-hoo-hoo, awesomely awesome. Uncross, take a moment, breathe. The next pose we're going to do is happy baby pose, sometimes called dead bug, or some people liken it to the birthing pose. Again, it can be challenging, so please go at your own pace. Let's bring the right knee and then the left knee in towards our chest. We want to aim the bottom of the feet towards the ceiling as if you were standing on the ceiling. I'm going to take my right arm inside my right leg and my left arm inside my left leg and just hold on to the front of my shins somewhere, right? Arms to the inside, hold on. I'm going to inhale here, and then as we exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides, widen the knees out to the sides. So this looks a lot like a squat. It's much easier. Much easier than a traditional squat. So some folks have a lot of flexibility here, and if this isn't comfortable with your hands on your shins, you can definitely put your hands on the back of your thighs in happy baby. But the key is to widen the knees apart as much as is comfortable for you and flatten the bottom of the feet towards the ceiling. So some folks will have their hands behind their thighs. Some folks will have their hands on the shins or above the ankle or at the ankle. Some folks will hold on to their big toe with their second and third fingers. But notice how we'd like to keep the spine long and not curl the whole upper back off the floor. See if you, whatever area you decide to hold, whether it's your big toes or your shins or the outer edges of your feet, be sure to let the back body stay in contact with the ground. Just to notice how that feels, to stretch those hips with a nice long neutral spine. Take an inhalation and an exhalation and see if you can drop into your body. Just relax whatever you can. Down, down. Soften with gravity. And then gently release. Bring the knees together and the feet to the floor. Woo. So we do a lot of stretching for the lower back and for the back of the hips. What about the front of the hips? So walk your feet apart, knees wide, feet wide, knees wide, feet wide. Inhale here, exhale both knees over to the left. So you're going to feel a big stretch in the front of the right hip and the right thigh. And if you like this, if this feels good to you, you want to increase it, you can reach the right arm up overhead. Or both arms can stay up overhead in a Y shape if you prefer that. But this is a way to open up the front of the hip flexor, and the big muscle on the front of the thigh. Again, on an exhalation, see if you can drop in. So the body softens into the position. On the next inhalation, you're going to bring those knees up, and maybe you're going to keep both arms up overhead, or you can bring this right arm down. Inhale here, exhale both knees nice and wide over to the right, and you can bring that left arm up overhead if that's comfortable for you, but you don't have to. You can just keep them out to the sides and do whatever works. Feeling, what you want to feel is that big stretch on the front of this left hip and thigh. And again, on the next exhalation, drop into your body. See if you can soften into your body. Just drop in. Let gravity assist you a bit here. And then when you're ready, and you can stay in these poses as long as you like, right? So it's your yoga practice. Hopefully you're doing your own thing, and I'm just a guide. So hope you've been enjoying this. And when you're ready, inhale the knees up, bring that arm down. Woohoo! Walk those feet in. You can bring the knees into your chest. One more time, give it a little rock and roll. One direction, and then the other. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Inhale here, exhale, roll over onto your side. And then when you're ready to come up to seated, what you'd like to do is pull this belly button in. So use your abdominals to help you sit up, and your arms and your hands can just help. So draw the belly button in and let the belly pull you up to your seated position. Back to our seated position. Actually, let's do some cat-cow stretches, because I think that's a great way to finish today. So coming onto all fours, knees underneath the hips, wrists slightly forward of the shoulders, heel of the palm under the front edge of the shoulder, and let's just let her rip. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the tailbone. Feel the belly stretching. On the next inhale, push through your fingernails, lift the spine up. Oh, feel the tailbone draw down. Let's just do a whole bunch of these at our own pace. Let's leave our practice feeling really supple. Notice how your hips feel as you practice your cat and cow pose, how your shoulders feel. just for the pure enjoyment of it. And you can do as many of these as you like. Then when you're ready, we're going to come back to our seated position. Or if it's time for you to do Shavasana, please do. I definitely recommend Shavasana every day. Take a lie down or a comfortable seated position and just focus on the sensations in your body and your breath. It's such a worthwhile practice to do every day, even for a few moments. Making yourself comfortable lying down on the mat with whatever blankets or pillows that you have, or comfortably in a chair, closing the eyes, just letting your awareness rest on your body. It's a very worthwhile practice. Self-compassion, loving kindness to ourselves. Thank you for joining me here today. Thank you to the YMCA Virtual Studio for making this happen. My name is Julie. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a gentle yoga practice today. May we all find peace, no matter what we are given. Namaste, my friends. Namaste.